75 years ago today, February the 15th, 1942, Singapore was surrendered to the Japanese.
Well, it was a decision that had disastrous consequences for thousands of soldiers from this region, caught up in the horror of prisoner-of-war camps in the Far East. Malcolm Robertson's been talking to one of the few remaining survivors.
That's a nice one if you're dead, look, isn't it?
Yeah. They celebrated their 70th wedding anniversary in August. Joan and Ron Garnham from Felixstowe. A fortnight ago, Ron was 100. Some achievement, given he thought his time was up at the hands of the Japanese in 1942.
The beatings and the slave labour, I can forgive them that, but I cannot forgive them us not having food and medicine. Most of them died because of the lack of that, you see.
Garrison commanders expected any attack to come from the sea, but the Japanese offensive came from the swamps of the Malay Peninsula. Scores of men from across East Anglia were among the 80,000 British and Allied soldiers taken prisoner. It was Lieutenant General Arthur Percival, formerly a captain in the Essex and Bedfordshire regiments, who surrendered to the Japanese. This picture reveals men from the Suffolk Regiment held at gunpoint by Japanese soldiers.
The hand of God has been on my shoulder. That's how I put it. I was one of the lucky ones. I come back.
In Singapore today, Army cadets from Norfolk were at a ceremony to mark the 75th anniversary of the British surrender. Back here, Pauline Simpson laid a wreath in memory of those who served in the Far East. She's proudly wearing her father's medals.
By the time these men came home, the country had sort of finished celebrating the end of the war and had sort of forgotten about these men that were still in captivity.
Malcolm Robertson, ITV News.